Welcome to week 3 of TE 206, and this week we're focusing on Common Sense Media lesson plans. And the one I chose is, as you can see, for grade 10, challenging confirmation bias. And our confirmation bias is just our brain seeking out information that confirms what we already think or feel about something. And that's why this is an important issue, because it's not just a high school kid issue. This is universal. We all have this problem, even as adults. And the rise of clickbait and social media platforms where people can reach a wider audience, it can make it more difficult to weed out what is true or accurate. And it's important to foster critical thinking in our students. They won't always be able to check in with an adult or a teacher because one day they will be the adults. And we need to give them tools so that they can be functioning, contributing members of society. I really like this lesson plan because it has multiple interaction possibilities. It's not just a lecture. They do have lesson slides, but it's a 45-minute lesson. I think I would teach this as part of maybe a journaling exercise. We would maybe start the week. I would tell them to journal any articles or videos that someone shares on social media, anything like that they come across, and have them keep track of the headlines and maybe the source where it came from and how they feel about that. And then we would do this lesson, and then I would have them journal again and see if anything changes and see if this brings about more critical thinking from them and changes how they think about where their sources come from. So we have, this was really fun. I like this. On slide 4, they have this activity where you are given these three articles, and you have to decide which one is true. And it turns out none of them are true, but they tell you that the students will most likely pick number 2 because new iPhone will come with a holographic keyboard and projector, because iPhones tend to be on the verge of new technology. And so it's just one of those things where just double check what you're doing. And then this one has short videos included. What would it take to change your mind about something you really believed? And then discussion questions, so you can open up a dialogue about this, and so it's they don't feel like it's one-sided. They were participating. Let's see. Oh, that's part of the, I apologize. I have a lot of stuff open. This was part of the other resources that I really liked. The Monkey Business Illusion. You have these kids focus, and they have to track how many from the white-shirted team pass. And then you ask them, did you see the gorilla? And some of them may, and some of them may not have, but it's because they're focusing on one thing and they're missing other important pieces of the puzzle. And also another thing that I do like to include whenever we're talking about the responsibility of media and what we're looking at, I use all sides. The center is always good, left and right. It's okay to have a lean, as long as it's responsible reporting. But one thing I always, especially my dad, I say, Dad, if you're going to read Fox News, then you're going to have to read something from CNN. I think he used to always tell me when I was a kid, there's side A and side B, and then there's the truth. This is very helpful. I usually stick with BBC and NPR, but if I find anything over here or anything over here, I take it with a grain of salt, and I know that it just has a little bit too much of a skew for me. This one's also really good. It's from mediabiaschart.com. Anything down here is just a no-go. Orange is an unfair reporting. Yellow is a fair reporting, but they are skewed. Obviously, you can see where they go on the left or the right. And then these are news that usually are pretty balanced. I think it's just a really important lesson to learn, because we're still telling people as adults how to do this, and so it would be good to give them tools in their toolbox for that. I feel like this probably meets the student standard to be the engage in positive, safe, legal, and ethical behavior when using technology. And then 3B for the teacher, the citizen, establish a learning culture that promotes curiosity and critical examination of online resources and fosters digital literacy and media fluency. I'm almost bummed I don't get to teach this yet, so I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much for listening and have a good night.